Welcome back to Out and About. Indo-Chinese cuisine is all the rage across the world, and one particular restaurant that specialises in this is Hakkaland in Harrow, which of course is a firm favourite amongst the local community. We met with owners Amit Kadam and chef Stephen Lee, and were even given a special treat by Stephen, who cooked up the delicious dish of Tai Pai Paneer. Amit, when an Indian person decides to go into the restaurant business, naturally they will go and open up an Indian restaurant, but you've decided to do something a little bit different. Tell us more about what you've decided to do and of course how that journey began.
It was a confusing decision for me, by the way, so it was not easy task. Basically, to get the food here, especially Indo-Chinese, to get that chef, to get that staff to work out, who knows the ingredient, who knows the food, was a tough challenge for us. But yeah, it all started where I started my bachelor's back home in India from Mumbai. So I was always into the food. I came to UK to do my master's. So my journey began from a student to the entrepreneur 10 years ago. So I came here in 2010, did my master's, started working on and off in the restaurants and hotels around London. So yeah, while working, I met a lot of good people. So it all started there, where I met Stephen as well. We were working at the same place, and we were like, okay, this is kind of, we need to go in. This cuisine is completely different, unknown to the market. We need to get into this. So it was a challenge, it was a risk as well. We don't know how it's going to end up. But yeah, we planned out some things, then we started looking for a place in and around London. It took us 1 year completely to just find a location. And then another thing was, again, we don't know how big place we want, whether should we do 40 covers, 60 covers, 120 covers or 200 covers, because we don't know how many people gonna accept us, But it was completely different cuisine. Like all the other restaurants, they do like some bit of Indo-Chinese, but it's like a basic common, known, like Bombay chil paneer, lollipops and this and that. But we wanted to go completely all in into this cuisine. Like all the dishes should be Indo-Chinese, what we get back home. And I'm sure people were missing this food in London. So we decided, we planned up the menu, we decided the location, we got this place in Harrow, and then yeah, that's how it started.
Stephen, thank you so much for allowing us here in your beautiful restaurant here today. We are going to be cooking up one of my favourite cuisines. It's Indo-Chinese food. Just explain to our viewers exactly what Indo-Chinese food and of course why it's so popular.
Indo-Chinese food basically is a birthplace from the Calcutta, and in Kolkata there's a lot of Chinese people who once settled there, so they want to start something with a food called Indo-Chinese for the not only for the Chinese people, they want to create something food for the Asian people as well. So we have Chinese people have started to collect quite a lot of Indian ingredients such as spices and all this. So the first person who started, I don't understand who is the first person to start the food that. But so far, the food has become so popular for all over Calcutta, then it reached to Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi. Finally, it's reached to reach abroad like America, Canada, then again in England and all this.
And why is this fusion food so popular?
Because this fusion food is not similar what you are having the same authentic Chinese food in a restaurant. So like we Asian people, they like some kind of spices to touch the tongue and the mouth, like busting type of food. It's not like totally like hospital food, totally blank. So this kind of Chinese food become popular Indo-Chinese because they have some mixed with the ingredient of Indian spice, the flavors, which captured a lot of Asian taste. So instead of going to the authentic Chinese restaurant, they prefer to go to Indo-Chinese, where they have their own taste, where the food birthplace is from India.
Well, this is music to my ears, wholesome, flavoursome food. Without further ado, Stephen, tell us what are we going to be making today?
Today I'm going to make a Tai Pai Paneer. This is a very nice flavors of paneer type is kind of spicy, little touch of sweetness, which I have an ingredient lying here. So this is basically Indian people, they like this, and it's very popular in my place also. So they like this kind of paneer type, which is not like very similar to like Bombay chili paneer or chili paneer, just spice, because it have to, like I have a chili paste here, I have a tomato ketchup, garlic, dried red chili, green and red peppers.
So you've got a good mix of the sweet and the sours and the spices as well.
Yes.
Great stuff. Should we get started?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
So what I'm going to do now, first thing, this is a paneer. I need to marinate. I need a bit of salt here.
So a quarter teaspoon of salt, bit of water.
Bit of water to get it wet, so I can mix up with, this is corn flour. And this is plain flour.
Now, why the mix of the two flours?
So I can deep fry it in the hot oil, and it will have some coating. So this won't look like a paneer got burned.
Right.
If you don't mix with this, you just fried it, it will get burned. So I think the hot is...
And so here, you really want your pan of oil to be more on
Hot,
the high
yeah.
side, I guess, rather than medium, do we?
Yeah, it should be high actually. Now it's hot, I'm going to start now. So I'm just putting it for the deep fried.
And how long would you say you want to keep that in the pan and fry that for?
Till it's turned golden color.
Okay.
When it's fried, the paneer becomes soft itself.
And just give that a good mix from time to time.
Yeah.
And already you can see the
yeah,
colour
you can
start
see
to
the
change.
color changing, and it's gone into the golden color.
So that's really it. It's no more than a few minutes then until you start to see that
yes.
colour changing, really.
And you can find some crisps, little bit crisps outside of the paneer where the coating is. Now the main cooking will start now.
So the main cooking that you're referring to, really, this is a mix of all of the flavours and spices that we have
Yes.
here, not necessarily the paneer itself.
Exactly. So I just warmed the pan again. A little bit of oil here. So the first thing is about to burn this chili, where the flavors will come out from the oil.
So it's not very often you hear a chef saying they want to purposely burn something.
No, not because something is burned, the flavor is come out.
Right.
It's not everything. Something you put is burned is going to spoil the food.
So this is a different kind of burning. This is to really release all of those
Yeah.
flavours within the chilies.
Now the dry red chilies become brown. Slowly the flavor is coming up. That will be the flavor of the burnt chili.
Yep.
I add a tablespoon of garlic. Then 1 tablespoon of crushed red chili, chili flake. Two tablespoons of tomato ketchup.
Now that's going to add a really different flavour to what is looking already like quite a spicy dish, I would say.
And this is a dark soya sauce. 3 teaspoons of dark soya sauce.
Right.
And a green red pepper.
Lovely.
The fried paneer is there.
All right, so we're going to add that back into the pan
I'm
now.
just going to saute it with this one. And a bit of salt to the taste.
And already now you can really start to see the mix of all those spices just coating the paneer there as well.
Yes.
Ready to plate up. The thing I love most about this, without having even tried it, the smell is phenomenal, but it's so quick to cook. So this is the perfect starter to have if you've got people coming round to the house and you need something quick and easy to make either for your guests or for your family.
Yeah, it's quick, but most important is about your ingredient, preparing your ingredient ready.
A huge thanks to Amit and of course Stephen. And if you loved what Stephen was cooking, well, you're in for a treat. Stephen will be bringing us more recipe dishes in the coming weeks. That's all we've got time for in this week's show, but as always, we'll be back at the same time, same place next week. Until then, have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye.